6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Caretaker Prime Minister says Pakistan desires to maintain friendly relations with all countries, especially with its neighbours. Minister for Information says interim government is determined to hold free and fair elections in the country. 3 terrorists have been killed in intelligence-based operation by security forces in D.I. Khan and South Waziristan. 80 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli forces' bombing of northern Gaza Strip. All Parties Hurriyat Conference has lashed out at Indian regime for prolonging illegal detention of APHC Hurriyat leaders in jails. In a Group G qualifier match for FIFA World Cup 2026 in Islamabad today, Tajikistan beat Pakistan by 6-1 goals. And now the news in detail. Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar says Pakistan is a peace-loving nation and desires to maintain friendly relations with all, especially with neighbouring countries. Addressing the passing out parade at PAF Asghar Khan Academy in Risalpur today, he said Pakistan's desire for peace must not be misunderstood as its weakness. The Prime Minister said there could be no peace without the just settlement of the Kashmir issue. He said Pakistan would not indulge in any arms race, but it would continue to enhance its capabilities in line with the evolving character of the warfare due to fast changes in technology. Caretaker Minister for Information, Broadcasting and Parliamentary Affairs Murtaza Solanki has said the interim government is determined to hold free and fair elections in the country. Talking to Speaker National Assembly Raja Parvez Ashraf in Islamabad today, he said all necessary resources and cooperation would be provided to the Election Commission to ensure transparent and credible polls. The Speaker welcomed government's resolve to hold free, fair and transparent elections in the country. Both the leaders stressed the need for making the electoral process free, fair and transparent. Caretaker Minister for Information and Broadcasting Murtaza Solanki has said the government is committed to promote a vibrant, diverse and responsible media landscape. He was talking to Information Secretary Shahira Shahid and former Information Secretary Zahoor Ahmed, who called on him in Islamabad. The Information Minister said the rapid development of technology had changed the methods used in the media. He said our main focus should be on strengthening the Pakistani media industry in this challenging environment. He said freedom of the media and protection of the rights of journalists is government's firm commitment. Murtaza Solanki said we should present the positive image of Pakistan, our rich cultural heritage and socio-economic achievements to the world. The Senate was informed today that the caretaker government is making all-out efforts to address the problems in the education sector. During the question hour, Minister for Education Madad Ali Sindhi regretted that the education sector was neglected by the successive governments, due to which 20 million children are out of schools. He said hectic efforts are being made to increase enrollment in public schools, besides raising standard of education. Answering a question, Minister for Parliamentary Affairs Murtaza Solanki told the House that a committee had been constituted to elect a new president of Pakistan Hockey Federation. He also laid before the House the report on first biannual monitoring on the implementation of 7th NFC Award. Responding to a point of order from Raza Rabbani, the Foreign Affairs Minister said that Pakistan remains committed to two-state solution of the Palestinian conflict based on 1967 borders. He said that Pakistan's position is in line with the United Nations and OIC resolutions. Later, the House was adjourned to meet again on Friday at 10:30 in the morning. This is Radio Pakistan. Army Chief General Syed Asim Munir visited Corps-level collective training exercise of Strike Corps in Mangla. The exercise was aimed at validating offensive operational concepts. The Army Chief witnessed an impressive display of complex maneuvers led by armored formation equipment with the state-of-the-art VT-4 tanks. He dilated upon the significance of achieving synergy among various arms in view of the rapidly changing threat environment. He also appreciated the proficiency gained in night operations. The Army Chief reiterated that only realistic, mission-oriented training in peacetime can guarantee excellence on battlefield. Earlier on arrival, the Chief of Army Staff was received by Commander Mangla Corps. 2 terrorists have been killed in an intelligence-based operation by security forces in Kolachi area of Dera Ismail Khan. In a separate operation conducted in Kot Azam area of South Waziristan district, 1 more terrorist was killed. In another incident that occurred in Ghurmayun area of North Waziristan district, an improvised explosive device exploded and resultantly 1 security personnel embraced shahadat. Sanitization operations are being carried out to eliminate any terrorist present in the area. In a statement, the ISPR reaffirmed Pakistan's determination to wipe out the menace of terrorism. Repatriation of illegal foreign nationals, including Afghans, to their homeland is continuing. Thousands of Afghans are returning to their homeland on daily basis through Chaman and Torkham borders, thanking Pakistan for its generosity. Around 2,300 more illegal Afghan nationals boarding on 231 vehicles returned to their country yesterday. So far, more than 204,000 Afghans have been repatriated to Afghanistan. The United States have granted a 2-year extension into Pakistan Marine Mammal Protection Act. The extension distinguishes Pakistan among a select few out of 130 countries. This significant development extends the deadline for comparability findings for commercial fishing operations, exporting fish and fish products to the United States to December 31st, 2025. At least 80 Palestinians, including children and women, have been martyred and several others injured in the ongoing Israeli bombardment on the northern Gaza Strip. According to medical sources, Israeli airstrikes targeted civilian houses in the northern Gaza Strip. 3 Lebanese citizens, including 2 journalists, are also martyred in an Israeli bombing of a group of media crews in the town of Tair Harfa, southern Lebanon. Russia is hosting a meeting in Moscow today to discuss the situation in Gaza with foreign ministers from members of the Arab League and Organization of Islamic Cooperation. The meeting will discuss ways and means to stop the violence in Gaza immediately. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has lashed out at the Hindutva-led Indian regime for prolonging illegal detention of Hurriyat leaders and activists in jails on one pretext or the other. In a statement in Srinagar, the APHC spokesman said the way the Kashmiri political prisoners are treated in jails has no parallel in human history. He said scores of aged leaders and activists have been suffering from multiple ailments but are not provided necessary medical treatment. Bharatiya Janata Party and Hindutva leaders are delivering anti-Muslim hate speeches with impunity while campaigning for the state assembly elections in Rajasthan to be held on Saturday. In all the speeches, BJP and Hindutva protagonists unabashedly targeted the Muslim community and spread their divisive policies. Citizens for Justice and Peace, a human rights movement dedicated to upholding and defending the freedom and constitutional rights of all Indians, has documented poll rallies wherein several BJP leaders could be seen delivering the hate speeches at different locations. All the CPG documented speeches have been uploaded on X by the Hindutva Watch initiative, which documents the hate crimes and hate speeches against religious minorities in the country. In Mexico, at least 9 people have been killed and 4 others injured in a series of shooting clashes in Cuernavaca City. Incident happened when a group of armed men attacked some civilians who were walking in the street of the Alta Vista neighborhood. Tajikistan beat Pakistan by 6-1 goals in Group G match of FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers in Islamabad today. The Group G includes Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Tajikistan and Jordan. Pakistan will play its next match against Jordan on 21st March next year. And finally, the weather. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while cold in upper parts during the next 12 hours. Fog and smog is likely to develop in plain areas of Punjab, Sindh and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.